Have you ever imagined what it would be like to see the most powerful mind of the X-Men, someone capable of bending realities with a single thought, fade before our very eyes? Well, in Logan, we were forced to face exactly that. The definitive farewell of Charles Xavier, Professor X, a scene that not only broke hearts but also raised a cruel question. Even the greatest heroes are doomed to fall before time. In the movie, we see a fragile Xavier, weakened by age and by a disease that attacks the very thing that was always his greatest weapon. His mind, that strong leader, who once guided generations of mutants with wisdom and empathy, is now a vulnerable man, confused and sometimes even dangerous. And that's where the impact hits. Because watching Professor Xavier lose control of his own mind is like seeing a lighthouse go dark in the middle of a storm. And the most painful part is that Logan doesn't romanticize this end. There is no glory, no epic triumph. There is only humanity, pain, and decay. Professor X, who so many times fought to protect others, ends up becoming, unintentionally, a threat to those he loves most. The scene where his powers spiral out of control is suffocating, almost claustrophobic, reminding us that even gods fall, but at the same time, there is poetry in this end, because even weakened, Xavier never loses his essence, hope. He believes, until the very last moment, that Logan can still be more than a beast tired of life. It's almost as if, with his last strength, he tries to reignite a spark inside Wolverine. And that's exactly when the impact of his death hits hardest. It's not just the farewell of a beloved character, but the symbol of an era ending. When Xavier fades, it feels as though the very heart of the X-Men stops beating. Speaking of hearts beating fast, if you also love reliving intense moments from cinema and pop culture, you need to check out something that will transform your everyday life. Gauss USA 10 QT Air Fryer, the big air fryer that will change your kitchen. Imagine making your favorite meals with ease, without oil, and still impressing everyone at home with crispy, delicious food. A true revolution, almost as striking as the plot twists we see on the big screen. Back to Xavier. What hurts the most about his departure is the way it connects to the real world, because we've all seen, up close, people we admire lose their strength, their clarity. Logan wasn't afraid to touch that wound. It showed us that even heroes are human, and that even the brightest mind can be defeated by time, but at the same time, there's beauty in that pain, because Xavier's farewell isn't in vain. It's a reminder of everything he built, of every mutant he inspired, of every ideal of coexistence and hope he left behind. It's as if his death says, "The flame goes out in me, but continues in you." And Logan, who always resisted being more than a weapon, finally understands. Xavier's sacrifice becomes the turning point that forces him to face his own humanity. In the end, the Professor doesn't just die as the leader of the X, but as a father, as a guide, as someone who, until his very last breath, believed there was still something good in the world. That's why Xavier's death scene isn't just sad, it's necessary. It's the passing of the torch. It's the reminder that no hero is eternal, but their ideas, their teachings, and their legacy can transcend generations. And that's what makes us leave the film with a heavy heart, but also with a flame still burning. Because even extinguished like Xavier lives on in those who carry his ideals. Now, I ask you, if even the most powerful mind can fade away, who will be the next hero we see succumb to the weight of time?